The most dangerous user in your organization is now software. Not a hacker, not an employee, software. And if you're an MSP, that one sentence should change the way you think about the next 12 months. Because agentic AI tools like OpenClaw make something very real. A system that doesn't just answer questions, but takes actions. Across emails, browsers, tickets, files. That can be incredibly useful. And it can also become the most efficient way to lose control of identities, data, and accountability. Today, I want to give you the MSP lens on this. A practical way to understand what's changing, why it matters, and what control actually means. First, a quick definition, because language matters. A chatbot responds. An agent acts. An agent is software that can authenticate, click, execute, and persist. It can read messages, decide what matters, and do something in your tools. That do something part, that's the shift. Security people are already calling this a new attack surface. IBM's Security Intelligence podcast recently described locally ran AI agents as a brand new attack surface, with risks like misconfigured agent database, leaking API keys, malicious skills, widely hijacking trusted systems. So if you're thinking this is just another app, it's not. It's closer to a privileged identity operating at machine speed. Now, why is OpenClaw in the spotlight? Because it's open source. It's spreading rapidly fast. And it makes agentic AI tangible. But the incidents around the ecosystem are the real signal. The Register reported a case about Moldbook, a social network connected to these agents. A researcher found the underlying database exposed, secret API keys accessible, warning that attackers could impersonate agents as posed as them. Northeastern quoted cybersecurity experts calling locally ran agents a privacy nightmare because the level of access, passwords, documents, messages, files, and limited insight into where data goes. Their advice? If you experiment, do it on a virtual machine or a separate environment with separate accounts, not on your really daily system. That's the responsible framing. Experimental power, real risk. Here's the MSP translation. In classic security, the most dangerous user is a human with too many permissions. Bad training, weak password. In agentic AI, the most dangerous user becomes software with broad permissions, wired into business systems, consuming untrusted input, acting automatically. That's why I like this phrase. Agents are the most helpful insider threat. They are not malicious by default, they are helpful by design. But to be helpful, they need access. And once they have access, they become a high-value target. If an agent can read the inbox, open attachments, see calendar contacts, access tickets, browse internal documents, call third-party tools, from a attacker's perspectives, that's not a toy. That's a jackpot. Now, let's talk about the 3 ways this breaks in real MSP environments. First, Shadow IT. These tools are easy to install. The moment an employee installs a local agent on a personal laptop, which he shouldn't be able to do, then signs into a corporate mail or syncs a work drive, you have created a new, ungoverned identity boundary. IBM's panel literally calls this out. Locally installable agents become a shadow IT problem. Users don't deploy them like enterprise systems. And you know where this ends. Unmanaged credentials, unmanaged tokens, and a support ticket that starts with, I just tried something. Second, the skills and plugin supply chain. Agent ecosystems love marketplace, skills, extensions, community scripts. That's where innovation happens. It's also where trust gets messy. IBM highlights malicious skills that can hijack trusted systems. If you have lived through browser extension drama, this will feel familiar. Except now, the extension can act as you. So when someone says it's open source, it's safe, that's not how it works. Open source can improve security over time, yes. But early on, the real question is, who reveals what? And how fast does the ecosystem mutate? Third, prompt injection and content ingestion. With agents, email is no longer just email. A ticket is no longer just a ticket. A document is no longer just that, a document. They become potential instruction channels. The more you connect the agent to inboxes, chats, and the open web, the more you expose it to inputs that shape its actions. That's exactly why experts advise: isolate experiments, limit real access. So, what does control look like for MSPs? I'm not giving you a step-by-step hardening guide. You can go to YouTube for that. Your environment, your stack, your client's risk tolerance vary far too much. But I do think MSPs need a new operation model for agents. 4 pillars. Pillar 1, isolation. Treat agents like unknown workloads. Sandbox them, separate them, assume compromise is possible. But a sandbox alone is not enough. You need monitoring, kernel hardening, network segmentation, SecCom profiles, app armor, drop capabilities, volume control, and that is your baseline. Pillar 2, scope, not superpowers. The default model today: one agent can do everything. That's convenient. It's also the worst case scenario. A better model: scooped agents with limited purpose. One for ticket summarization, one for knowledge search, one for draft responses. Separate identities, separate permissions, separate logs. If one gets compromised, it doesn't burn your entire world down. Pillar 3, auditability and accountability. This is where MSPs can lead. When an agent replies to an email, changes a ticket, triggers an action, you need traceability. Who approved it? Under what policy? What inputs were consumed? What actions were taken? Without that, incident response, compliance, and liability become messy. Automation without auditability breaks trust. Pillar 4, policy before rollout. Agentic AI will spread. The winning MSP position is not panic and not blind enthusiasm. It's governance. Define where agents can run, which tenants can use them, what connectors are allowed, what never looks like. Decide what gets blocked, what gets sandboxed, what gets standardized. Productivity versus safe deployment. Guardrails are the path forward. Here's my bottom line. The debate in 2026 won't be whether agents arrive. It will be under what conditions can we deploy them responsibly. MSPs are in a unique position. You already live in the world of access, identity, tooling sprawl, operational discipline. You can become the layer that makes agents governable, or you'll spend a year cleaning up after ungoverned experiments. So let me ask you, in your MSP world, what is the biggest concern right now with agentic AI? Security, liability, cost, control? Drop your take in the comments. And if you're already seeing OpenClaw style tools in client environment, tell us what you are seeing and what you are doing about it. This conversation is only getting louder, and MSPs should be leading it.